Olympic gold. This is what every track and field athlete dreams of, and what Wyomia Tyus won at the age of 19 when she beat her friend Edith McGuire in Tokyo 29 years ago.
The coach, who's also my coach at Tennessee State, where I was in school, he was a coach of the Olympic team, and he was basically saying to me that it's just great that you've made the Olympic team. That's all we're looking for. We think you're going to do wonders in '68, so 64, and so doing the trials and everything, and doing each heat of my 100 meters, I felt real comfortable and good about it. And he was busy saying, well, you look good, that's great, we still don't expect you to do too much. And then when it came down to the finals, he says to me, well, you look so good, I think you may have a chance of winning a medal.
The women's 100-meter, and watch for Wyomia Tyus of the USA and Edith McGuire. Here they are, coming on strong. Wyomia Tyus winning it, Edith McGuire of the USA finishing second, and Eva Globakowska of Poland finishing third.
I went out, and I'd never beaten Edith really in a top competition before. So from start to finish, I was out there. Well, and then I could hear her footsteps coming, and it was so difficult. And all I could remember the coach always saying, never look around, never look to the side, because if you look to the right, somebody will pass you on the left. And right at the finish line, Edith was right there. We were both right there, but I won. I turned around and I asked her, who won? Because you just didn't know, because for me, it was more that she had always beat me, so it was kind of like, well, she was right there, and we both were right there. So winning that medal was really great for me, but I really didn't have an opportunity to really enjoy it, because right after winning it and competing in Olympics, I had to come back and go back to school and then start thinking about another 4 years from Mexico City.
4 years later, Ms. Tyus became the first person in modern Olympic history to win back-to-back gold medals in the 100-meter dash. That at the ripe old age of 23.
Here it is 4 years later, still in great shape. I'm still, still running the same times that the other athletes are running, and I'm not an old lady, I'm just 23. But when I was competing, 23 was just, you would consider it just an old person to be competing. And nowadays, athletes are running to their 35, 40 or more. And so those 4 years in between, the third year was just, I just never thought I would make it. But once convincing myself I could do it, I had nothing to lose, and everybody else had whatever to lose. And there was no way I thought I would ever lose that 100 meters in Mexico City. I thought that 100 meters had my name on it. That's it. When the gun went off, I got one of the best starts in my life. And I started running from start to finish, and I never looked back. And it was just, you can't explain how it felt. It's like all the years that you've trained, all of that, just tied into 11 seconds, and that's what it took me to win that. But it was great for me because I knew I was going to retire from the competition, and I knew it's no better way to retire than be on top.
The Tennessee State grad then proceeded to found the Women's Sports Association to give back to the sport she loves.
I think that now women have a lot more opportunities, and they have a lot more people to look up to have their sheroes or heroes, or however you want to say it. And that I think it's wonderful. I just think that, that there's a lot out there, and you just don't go out there saying, well, I'm a woman, I'm supposed to have it, this is supposed to be mine. But you have to go out there with the talent to do it, to compete, to be able to get the athletic scholarship, but not just go out there thinking I am a woman and this is what I deserve. More that you have to have the ability to get it. It's drive and determination. You learn that through competing. And I just can't say it's track and field that you learn it. You learn that in any sport. And it teaches you to be tough and to stay in there, to hang in there. And it teaches you to set goals. It teaches you to accomplish those goals. And if you don't, it also teaches you how to go about doing these things, because you just don't get out there and start running. There are steps in doing it. Your body first have to be fit. And that's not only your body, your mind. So that's something I would like to be able to take to young people and say, it's just not a sport. It's more than a sport. It's a sport of knowing who you are as a person.